Namaste everyone, I am your host Apurv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Insights from Apurv. In my previous video, I have discussed in detail about the TOEFL test reading section, its question types, and how to recognize those question types. In my today's video, I will discuss in detail about the TOEFL test listening section, its question types, and how to recognize those question types. But before getting started, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to press the subscribe button. Let's get started. The listening section measures a student's ability to understand the spoken English. Listening section includes conversations and lectures. A student is able to take notes throughout the listening section. Notes are shredded off at the end of the test. In some lectures, there may be a comment from a student or a full delivery by the lecturer itself or an engagement between the lecturer and the student. Here is a quick tip for the listening section. Before the lecture begins, there is an image that pops up. So it might be very helpful for the students to make out the context of the lecture that will be played. Conversations in listening sections are generally of academic settings. This means that they may be during a service offering with university member, course related requirements, meeting with a teaching assistant or professor, library services, registration for a class, or housing payment. The listening section includes lectures and conversations. Lectures are 3 to 4, about 500 to 800 words, about 3 to 5 minutes long, and 6 questions per lecture. Conversations are 2 to 3, about 12 to 25 dialogue exchanges, about 3 minutes long, and 5 questions per conversation. The listening section is about 60 minutes long. Now let us see the listening question types and its sub-question types. The listening section is further divided into three major question types. These are basic comprehension questions, pragmatic understanding questions, and connecting information questions. Basic comprehension questions are further subdivided into three types: gist contents, gist purpose, and detailed questions. Gist is the main idea of the lecture or the theory or the conversation. Pragmatic understanding includes two subtypes. These are comprehending the function of what is said and comprehending the speaker's attitude. Connecting information question types include comprehending organization, connecting content, and making inferences. Comprehending means to understand. That is to understand the organization, to understand the speaker's attitude, or to understand what is the function or what is said in that particular lecture or conversation. It will be very easy for you all if you know which category of the question falls in which major question types, as this will be easier for you to recognize during your TOEFL examination. The listening section of the test includes traditional MCQ types with 4 options and 1 correct answer. But other question types may also be present. Match categories to text or objects, MCQs with more than 1 correct answer, questions in which steps or order of events has to be put. Now let us see the major question types and the sub-question types. The first major question type is basic comprehension questions. These include three subcategories. The first one is the gist content questions. Gist is the main idea or topic in a passage which may be implicitly or explicitly stated. That is, it will be direct or indirect. How to recognize gist content type questions? These can be identified as: what is the lecture mainly about? What are the speakers mainly discussing? What aspect of A does the professor mainly discuss? What problem does the man have? What is the main topic of the lecture? The next category of question type is gist purpose questions. In this type, instead of focusing on the content, the purpose of conversation or lecture is asked. This question type mostly occurs for conversations and rarely for lectures. How to recognize the gist purpose questions? These can be recognized as: what does the lecturer explains A? Why does the student visit the lecturer? Why did the lecturer ask to see the student? Why does the student visit the library office? The next question type is detail questions. In this type, a student has to remember facts or details from a conversation or lecture. The fact or detail may be related to the gist of the lecture or conversation, or in certain cases, details about digression may be asked. How to recognize the detailed question types? These can be recognized as: what is A? According to the lecturer, what is the main problem with the A theory? According to the lecturer, what is the one way that A can affect Y? What was the outcome from the invention of A? Now, let us see the next question types. These are pragmatic understanding questions. These include two subtypes. The first one is comprehending the function of what is said. This type evaluates whether a candidate has understood the function of what is said. A portion of conversation or lecture is played again for this type of questions. How to recognize comprehending the function of what is said? They may be asked as follows. What does the lecturer mean when he says this? Why does A say this? What does the lecturer imply when he say this? In these question types, a portion of the lecture or the conversation will be replayed. Now, let us see the next question types in pragmatic understanding questions. These are comprehending the speaker's attitude. This type evaluates whether a test taker understands a speaker's opinion or attitude. A question regarding a speaker's amusement, anxiety, dislikes, likes, or feelings may be asked. Degree of certainty about a speaker may be asked. Understanding or detecting irony may be asked. How to recognize these question types? Comprehending the speaker's attitude question types can be identified as: what is the lecturer's opinion of A? What can be inferred about the candidate? What does the man mean when he says this? What is the lecturer's attitude towards A? What can be inferred about the candidate when he says this? Now, let us see connecting information questions. These are categorized into three types. First one is comprehending organization. In this type, a candidate may be asked about relationship between two parts or the complete organization of a lecture. Example: how does the lecturer classify the points she makes about Australia? How does the lecturer organize the details that he presents to the class? Comprehending organization question types can be identified as: why does the lecturer mention A? How does the lecturer map the information about A? Why does the lecturer discuss A? How is the discussion mapped? The next question type is connecting content question types. This type evaluates a candidate's understanding of relationship that may be implicitly or explicitly stated or inferred among the topic in a lecture. This type may ask to classify the lecture into agreement or contradiction, cause and effect, problem or solution, comparison, similarities, to classify items or identify a step or sequence of events. How to recognize connecting content question types? These question types can be recognized as: what does the lecturer imply about A? Why was A done before B? What can be inferred about A? Now, let us see the last question type, that is making inference questions. A candidate has to make a conclusion of the ideas stated in a conversation or a lecture. These question types can be recognized by the following ways. What can be inferred about A? What does the lecturer imply about A? What does the lecturer imply when she says this? A replay will occur. What will the candidate do after this? I hope you all would have got some great insights by watching today's video on the topic listening section, its question types, and how to recognize those question types. Please do not forget to like my video. Till then, thank you for watching.